stop everything you're doing. 'Cause Love and Hip Hop Atlanta just delivered one of the most explosive moments in reality TV history. Yes, Rasheeda, the woman who has held her composure through years of Kirk. Frost's humiliations finally snapped in front of cameras. Fans and castmates, she attacked Yandy on stage, unleashing years of pent-up rage in a moment nobody saw coming. But here's the jaw-dropper, just as Rasheeda was breaking down. New whispers about Kirk's cheating surfaced again, this time with fresh receipts that made jaws hit the floor. Fans screamed, cast members scattered, and producers were left scrambling as the set erupted in chaos. Yandy didn't back down either, turning the brawl into a full-on showdown that had social media on fire within minutes. And trust me, this isn't just a fight, it's the unraveling of marriages, friendships, and reputations all at once. When it comes to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the cameras never stop rolling on the mess. But even longtime fans were left speechless after what just went down. To really understand how shocking it was to see Rasheeda Frost physically lash out at Yandy Smith-Harris on stage, you've got to rewind and look at all the baggage leading up to this moment. This wasn't some random flare-up. This was years of betrayal, embarrassment, and pent-up fury finally detonating in front of a live audience. Let's start with Rasheeda. For years, she's been painted as the strong one, the businesswoman, the loyal wife, the cast member who somehow held her head high through Kirk Frost's endless scandals. From Jasmine Washington's baby bombshell to those infamous cheating rumors that just never seemed to die. Rasheeda has been humiliated time and time again, yet she always kept her composure. Fans respected her for it even when they screamed at their TVs, begging her to walk away from Kirk. But here's the thing, even the strongest woman has a breaking point. And insiders say Rasheeda has been on the edge for months. Rumors of Kirk sneaking around again have been bubbling under the surface, with whispers about late-night studio sessions and mystery women spotted near his club. Every time those whispers surfaced, Rasheeda shut them down until now. So why Yandy? On the surface, Yandy and Rasheeda seemed cool. But if you've been paying attention this season, you already know the tension's been building. Yandy has this way of inserting herself into everyone's business. And lately, she's been calling out Rasheeda about her marriage. One scene in particular struck a nerve with fans Yandy, implying that Rasheeda was choosing money and image over her dignity by staying with Kirk. Ouch. Those words cut deep, and Rasheeda never forgot them. Fast forward to the night of the concert. Rasheeda wasn't even supposed to be center stage. This was meant to be a showcase, a celebration. But as always, reality TV has a way of turning celebrations into war zones. Sources say Yandy brought up Kirk's latest alleged cheating scandal right before Rasheeda hit the stage. And she did it with that smug, matter-of-fact delivery that made it sting even more. That's when Rasheeda snapped. Fans in the audience say it started with heated words. Rasheeda yelling, "Keep my marriage out your mouth." But then before anyone could step in, Rasheeda lunged at Yandy. Security rushed, castmates screamed. But it was too late. The cameras caught every second. This wasn't just shade or petty drama. This was a full-blown attack. And as if that wasn't enough, the real bombshell dropped moments later. Fresh receipts about Kirk Frost's cheating went public. Social media lit up with screenshots, memes, and blurry photos allegedly showing Kirk with another woman. The timing couldn't have been worse, or maybe it couldn't have been more perfect for the cameras. While Rasheeda was swinging on Yandy, the internet was already dragging Kirk all over again. Fans online are split. Some are saying Yandy deserved it for constantly poking at Rasheeda's marriage. Others argue that Rasheeda took her anger out on the wrong person, and that the real issue is Kirk, not Yandy. And in the middle of it all, Rasheeda, who walked out in tears after the fight, is left looking like a woman, finally broken by years of public humiliation. What makes this even crazier, is the ripple effect it's having across the love and work. Hip-hop cast. Mendeecees Yandy's husband is said to be furious behind the scenes, demanding an apology or threatening to quit filming. Producers, meanwhile, are salivating because they know they've just struck reality TV gold. And Kirk. He's been quiet so far, but trust me, that silence won't last long. This is no longer just about one fight. This is about loyalty, betrayal, and whether Rasheeda can ever truly escape the shadow of Kirk's mistakes. And the scariest part? The night isn't even over. The fight didn't just happen, it detonated like a bomb in the middle of what was supposed to be a routine filming event. One moment the crowd was vibing, the music blasting, the cast smiling for the cameras. And the next moment Rasheeda was charging across the stage at Yandy like a woman who had finally reached the end of her rope. Let's break down exactly how it escalated. Producers had planned for Yandy to introduce a segment during the showcase, something light, something fun. But Yandy had other plans. She looked directly at Rasheeda in the crowd and dropped a line that sent chills through the entire room. Some of us need to stop pretending our marriages are perfect when the receipts keep telling a different story. It's a dagger subtle enough to play it off, but sharp enough to cut. The crowd instantly murmured, cameras zoomed in, and Rasheeda's face hardened. For a second, it looked like she would ignore it. But years of humiliation boiled over, and this time, she didn't swallow it. She stood, marched onto the stage, and screamed, "Keep my marriage out of your ing mouth, Yandy." Asterisk, that's when Yandy smirked, the smirk that fans know always sets people off, and replied, "Then tell Kirk to keep his zipper closed." Boom. That was the breaking point. In a blur, Rasheeda lunged at Yandy. Security was slow to react because nobody actually expected Rasheeda, the calm, composed businesswoman, to throw hands. But she did. The women collided, the audience screamed, and castmates rushed to pull them apart. Yandy shouted, Rasheeda cried out, and the stage was chaos. And just when it looked like producers had finally managed to calm the storm, the first twist hit like a freight train. Leaked receipts of Kirk's latest cheating scandal went public while the fight was still happening. Phones buzzed across the room as social media lit up. A gossip blog dropped screenshots allegedly showing Kirk in a hotel lobby with a younger woman. Another page posted blurry photos of Kirk at dinner, holding hands with someone who definitely wasn't Rasheeda. The timing was brutal. It felt orchestrated. It's like someone had been waiting for the perfect moment to humiliate Rasheeda again. The cast backstage couldn't believe it. Carly Red reportedly shouted, "I knew it," while Spice whispered, "Not again, Lord." Even Erica Dixon was overheard saying, "This man just don't quit." Fans online immediately split into two camps. One side roasted Rasheeda, saying she should have directed her rage at Kirk, not Yandy. The other side defended her, arguing that Yandy had no business stirring up drama about Rasheeda's marriage when she knows how raw the wound is. But one thing everyone agreed on: the combination of Rasheeda's breakdown and the fresh cheating receipts made this one of the darkest nights in love and hip-hop history. And it didn't stop there. As Rasheeda stormed out in tears, Yandy screamed after her, "Don't take it out on me. Go check your man." Those words echoed through the venue like a curse. Rasheeda collapsed backstage, sobbing, while Kirk, who hadn't even shown up to support her, suddenly became the most hated man in the building. But the twist nobody saw coming. According to insiders, the cheating leak wasn't random. Word on the street is that one of the cast members had been sitting on those receipts for weeks, waiting for the right moment to unleash them. Some are pointing fingers at Carly Red, who has a history of exposing other people's business at the worst possible time. Others think Yandy herself may have had the receipts ready, knowing she could drop the bomb if Rasheeda dared to challenge her. The cast is buzzing with paranoia. The fans are dissecting every frame of footage, and Rasheeda, she's caught between heartbreak, rage, public humiliation again. But here's the real question. Was this just another messy night on Love and Hip Hop? Or was it the beginning of the ND for Rasheeda and Kirk? Because if the receipts are real, and early reports suggest they are, then Kirk has once again blown up his marriage. And this time, Rasheeda doesn't look like she's willing to sweep it under the rug. And trust me, the next twist in this saga? It's going to shatter the entire cast. The chaos didn't calm down after Rasheeda stormed off. If anything, it escalated into something even darker. A night that insiders are calling the true breaking point of love in hip-hop Atlanta. What began as a heated brawl on stage spiraled into a backstage war that left producers scrambling, castmates pointing fingers, and Rasheeda facing the ugliest truth of her life. As Rasheeda sobbed in the dressing room, security stood guard trying to keep cameras from barging in. But nothing in reality TV stays private for long. According to multiple insiders, Rasheeda broke down screaming, "I can't do this no more. I'm done with Kirk. Done." Her voice cracked, and the crew who've seen her hold her composure through scandal after scandal froze. This wasn't a TV moment. This was raw, unfiltered heartbreak. Meanwhile, Yandy, still fuming, was pacing backstage. Her glam team tried to calm her down, but she wasn't letting it go. "She put her hands on me in front of everybody," Yandy shouted. "I'm not the enemy. Her husband is..." And in a twisted way, Yandy had a point. But then came the shocking reveal. While the women were still being pulled apart, a producer received a phone call from someone claiming to have more direct evidence of Kirk's betrayal. Not just blurry photos, not just EMS, we're talking video. The producer's face reportedly went pale as they listened. The caller claimed they had footage of Kirk entering and leaving a hotel room with another woman just days before filming. And guess who the woman was? Not Jasmine, not some random nobody, but Kendra.Yes, the same Kendra who has been at the center of her own messy drama with Jock, the same Kendra who was just defending herself weeks earlier from whispers about her loyalty. If these claims are true, then Kirk didn't just cheat. He crossed one of the messiest lines possible by stepping into another cast member's storyline. The air backstage turned electric. One crew member leaked 2 blogs that night. If this footage is real, Rasheeda's attack on Yandy is nothing compared to what's about to come. Because this isn't just about cheating anymore. This is about betrayal within the cast itself. Fans online went into full meltdown mode. Twitter exploded with hashtags like hashtag RASHEEDAVs, Yandy, hashtag Kirk did it again, and hashtag Kendra receipts. TikTok edits flooded the feed, replaying the moment Rasheeda lunged at Yandy, now overlaid with text like if only she knew what Kirk was really doing. The betrayal felt bigger than anything Rasheeda had faced before because this time, it wasn't Jasmine, it wasn't some anonymous girl. It was someone she saw at work, someone she hugged on set. And here's where things escalated even further. Mendeces stepped in. Furious over the fight, he confronted producers demanding that Yandy not be humiliated by Rasheeda's attack. But when the whispers about Kirk and Kendra reached his ears, he froze. Suddenly, it wasn't just his wife in the line of fire, it was his friend circle, his cast dynamic, his paycheck. According to insiders, Mendeces threatened to shut the whole show down if producers tried to spin the footage without proof. But producers, they smelled blood, and they weren't backing down. Carly Red, of course, couldn't resist stirring the pot. She allegedly cornered Rasheeda later that night and dropped the bomb. "Girl, it ain't just some random chick this time. They sang it's Kendra." Rasheeda reportedly screamed so loud the entire backstage heard her. "Kendra, over me." That's when the tears turned into rage. The cliffhanger here is brutal. Rasheeda wasn't just betrayed by her husband again, she was betrayed by someone she thought was her cast sister. And if the footage really exists, then the fallout is going to split the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta cast straight down the middle. The night ended with Rasheeda refusing to film, Yandy demanding an apology, Kirk nowhere to be found, and producers secretly negotiating with the person holding the alleged hotel footage. Fans were left in total shock, asking the same question. How much more can Rasheeda take before she finally burns it all down? When the fight clips and the whispers about Kirk's new cheating scandal hit the internet, the reaction was immediate, fierce, and absolutely chaotic. Social media erupted like a volcano. Within hours, hashtags like hashtag RASHEEDA snaps, Hashtag Yandiv's Rasheeda, K, and hashtag Kirk Frost exposed again were trending worldwide. Fans couldn't believe what they had just witnessed. Some were in complete shock over Rasheeda, the cast member who always preached composure, finally losing control. One viral tweet read, "If Rasheeda putting hands on Yandy doesn't tell you how done she is with Kirk's mess, I don't know what will." This woman has been humiliated for years. That tweet alone hit nearly 500,000 likes in less than a day. Others turned their focus to Yandy. Some fans defended her, saying she only spoke the truth that everyone else was afraid to admit. Yandy ain't the villain. Kirk is. Don't shoot the messenger. One Instagram comment read, racking up thousands of replies. But not everyone was sympathetic. Plenty of viewers accused Yandy of stirring the pot, knowing exactly how to push Rasheeda's buttons. Memes quickly popped up of Yandy's infamous smirk during the fight, with captions like, "The smile that ruined Rasheeda's night." But the real explosion came when rumors about Kirk and Kendra hit the blogs. That reveal broke the internet. Suddenly, this wasn't just about a husband embarrassing his wife again. It was about betrayal inside the cast. Fans flooded Kendra's Instagram with snake emojis, accusing her of stabbing Rasheeda in the back. Some even tagged Jock, her husband, demanding he check his wife before it gets worse. YouTube commentators, gossip bloggers, and TikTok reactors were eating it up. Whole podcasts dedicated hours to breaking down the timeline, replaying Rasheeda's breakdown backstage, and speculating on whether the alleged hotel footage of Kirk and Kendra was real. One blogger claimed if that video drops, it'll be the biggest scandal in love and hip-hop history. Bigger than Stevie and Jocelyn. Bigger than Jasmine's baby reveal. We're talking nuclear-level fallout. The industry also weighed in. Tamar Braxton reportedly went live and, without naming names, said, "Some of these women need to realize it's not the other girl. It's the man you laying next to every night. Period." Fans immediately linked her words to Rasheeda. Even Cardi B liked a tweet calling Kirk the most toxic husband in reality TV. Meanwhile, celebrities close to Yandy began speaking up. Remy Ma commented under a Shade Room post, "Y'all love to blame Yandy, but she didn't break nobody's vows." Stop deflecting. That set off a firestorm, with thousands of replies dragging Kirk and defending Rasheeda. But the wildest reaction came from Lil Scrappy, who posted on Instagram stories, "I told y'all, this man don't learn. Bro, been playing Rasheeda since season 1. That hotel video? Man, I believe it 100%. His words added gasoline to the fire. Because if cast members are openly calling Kirk out, then you know it's deeper than just gossip. Fans also rallied around Rasheeda. Despite criticism for attacking Yandy, the overwhelming majority expressed heartbreak for her. Videos of her crying backstage went viral on TikTok, with emotional captions like, "She deserves better, period." Viewers who once rolled their eyes at Rasheeda standing by Kirk were now demanding she'll leave him for good. On the flip side, Kirk's silence was deafening. While the internet ripped him apart, he didn't post a single word. No denial, no explanation, just radio silence, and fans noticed. One viral meme read, "Kirk be silent like he in witness protection whenever he gets caught." Insiders revealed that Bet executives were secretly thrilled. The fight and the cheating scandal had created a cultural moment. Everyone from casual viewers to major blogs was talking about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Ratings predictions skyrocketed. But while the network salivated over the drama, the cast was left fractured. Mendices reportedly told producers he wouldn't film another scene until Rasheeda publicly apologized to Yandy. Rasheeda, meanwhile, refused to even return Kirk's calls. And then came the biggest twist in public reaction. Fans began demanding that the alleged hotel footage be released. Comment sections were flooded with calls for the receipts. Some even accused producers of holding it hostage for ratings. A Change.org petition titled "Release the Kirk Frost Hotel Tape" started gaining signatures, proving just how invested fans were. The reaction wasn't just gossip, it turned into a cultural debate. Commentators argued about whether women should be attacking each other over men, whether reality TV encourages toxic relationships, and whether Rasheeda had stayed too long in a broken marriage. Some even accused producers of exploiting her pain for ratings, while others praised her for finally standing up for herself, even if it was messy at the end of the day. The public response made one thing clear. This wasn't just another love and hip-hop fight. This was an explosion that shook the entire franchise. The industry, the fans, the cast, everyone was taking sides. And the more the rumors spread, the clearer it became. The story was far from over because while fans were still debating the fight, producers were sitting on a ticking time bomb. The hotel footage wasn't just a rumor anymore. Insiders say it was real. And when it drops, the fallout will make this fight look like child's play. Just when fans thought the storm couldn't get any wilder, the final twist dropped and it shook Love and Hip Hop Atlanta to its core. Late into the night, while social media was still dissecting the brawl between Rasheeda and Yandy, an anonymous account leaked the footage everyone had been whispering about. A grainy video, allegedly filmed in a hotel hallway, showed Kirk Frost entering a suite with a woman in a red dress. At first, it was hard to make out who she was. But then, as the camera angle shifted, the face became clear. Kendra, the internet exploded. The clip was only a few seconds long, but it was enough. Enough to humiliate Rasheeda, enough to confirm the whispers, and enough to send Jock into his own spiral. Fans flooded the comments, not Kendra and Kirk. This is the ultimate betrayal. Another viral post read, Rasheeda fighting Yandy while Kirk sneaking with Kendra. I'm sick. Backstage, chaos reignited. Producers were scrambling, Rasheeda was inconsolable, and Yandy, despite being bruised and shaken from the earlier fight, reportedly muttered, "Told y'all, it wasn't me. It's him." The fallout was immediate. Jock confronted Kendra, demanding answers. According to insiders, his voice could be heard echoing down the hall. "You embarrassing me on national TV for this clown?" Kendra, caught off guard, broke down, claiming it wasn't what it looked like. But Jock wasn't buying it. Castmates whispered that Jock threatened to walk off the show completely if the producers kept using his personal life as cannon fodder. Meanwhile, Rasheeda's heartbreak deepened. For years, fans begged her to leave Kirk. For years, she stood by him, swallowing humiliation after humiliation. But seeing Kendra, someone she worked alongside, someone she confided in that tape, that was the final straw. Sources claim Rasheeda told producers through tears, "I don't care if this show ends tomorrow. I'm done protecting him. I'm done." The cliffhanger hit the audience like lightning. Would this finally be the moment Rasheeda walks away for good? Or would Kirk somehow talk his way back into her life once again? But the twist didn't just stop at the hotel footage. Word began circulating that another cast member had known about Kirk and Kendra weeks before. Some fans are convinced Carly Red, the queen of exposing secrets, orchestrated the leak. Others point fingers at Yandy, suggesting the fight was all part of a bigger plan to humiliate Rasheeda while deflecting heat off her own marriage. The cast is now split into factions. Yandy and Mendices are demanding an apology. Jock is fuming at Kendra. Rasheeda is drowning in betrayal. And Kirk, he's gone dark, allegedly hiding out and refusing to film until the dust settles. And yet, the producers couldn't be happier. Because this isn't just drama, it's the kind of nuclear storyline that guarantees ratings through the roof. They've already teased that the next episode will feature a cast sit-down with Rasheeda, Yandy, Jock, and Kendra forced into the same room to face the fallout. Fans are calling it the most anticipated confrontation in the history of Love and Hip Hop. The cliffhanger couldn't be louder. With the footage now public, with marriages on the line and with friendships destroyed, who will survive the fallout? Will Rasheeda finally free herself from Kirk once and for all? Will Jock cut ties with Kendra? Will Yandy get dragged deeper into the firestorm she helped ignite? One thing is certain. This isn't just reality TV anymore. This is raw, messy, and painfully real. And the next chapter. It's going to break the internet all over again. And there you have it, the kind of chaos only love and love. Hip Hop Atlanta can deliver. But the real question is, where do we go from here? Is Rasheeda finally ready to cut Kirk off for good? Or will history repeat itself yet again? Can Jock forgive Kendra? Or is this the beginning of the end for their marriage? And let's not forget Yandy. Will she stand tall after being blindsided on stage? Or is her reputation forever damaged by the whispers? The stage is set for one of the wildest showdowns this franchise has ever seen, and trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming next. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Who's in the wrong? And who deserves forgiveness? Smash that like button if you're shook. Subscribe for more messy breakdowns. And hit the bell because this story isn't over. Story isn't over.